Bell post Hill. Robinson gets it down. Broughton just slipped as he was going for the ruck contest. Still in the middle. And the ball's locked up by Lee Holiday in there in the tackle. The umpire will come in and ball it up still in the middle of the ground.
We've had a lot of this sort of play all day, Laurie, but it'll only get worse now as the players get more tired and the ball gets heavier.
Yeah, the next quarter will be shocking, Eric. There's no doubt about that. They'll be dragging their legs along.
So from the ruck contest, Broughton takes it out, gets a kick away towards centre half forward. Borkman comes out and meets it. Handball was chopped off by by Wallace, who runs away right foot kick, tumbling punt to centre half forward. Popovsky runs across there, had it and lost it. Needs some support. Kazina got a good shepherd from Popovsky, goes out wide looking for Dyer. Back on the ground, takes the mark at centre wing. Back inboard towards the middle, lead on by Holiday. Good mark.
He's played okay.
Yeah, he's taken the mark in front of Festuca, so he might have the job at centre half forward now. Holiday goes long towards centre half forward. On a long lead, Connolly in the forward line. Can't take the mark. Now Zeal tried to get away to Alice, wrapped up. 50 out from goal. The umpire is holding the ball. And a free kick to Bell Post Hill. He thought about it for a minute.
I think he talked into it.
And Zeal will take the free kick. He'll handball it away, maybe. No, Carson's getting up too, a bit gingerly. And Simon Zeal has it. Handballs it away to Wells. He goes towards Furman, who takes the mark, plays on. Should kick the goal 30 metres out directly in front. He's missed. So it would have been a good start for Bell Post Hill. Matty Furman just misses. 1 goal to his personal tally. And they go to 1-4-10 Bell Post Hill. And Werribee Central 6-42. Lexa Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard. 2 minutes played.
Well, it's a positive start, Laurie, in this third quarter for Bell Post Hill, and that's a good sign for them.
Yes, they've got to bounce out of the blocks, haven't they, if they're going to get back into the game, because as we said, it'll be a bit of a bash in the last quarter, I think.
So Wallace now kicks to himself, and away he goes. Kicks it long. Almost out on the full, but it's a mark backing back by Bernardo, very close to the boundary line. But it is possession for Werribee. Decides to kick long also towards centre wing. Up high, mark not taken there for Werribee by Montgomery. Comes back to half forward for Bell Post Hill, and a big punch off the pack there sees the ball over the boundary line and out of bounds once again. As we await the kids in the outer, as I said, a scarcity of cars a little bit today on the outer side. I suppose the sun is out.
Might be looking over there too. They might mail a park there. Perhaps.
Well, that's a strong possibility because certainly the ground is pretty wet, as we've said. But now, at the 50-metre arc, ball thrown in, half-forward flank for Bell Post Hill. Comes down to Jason Festuca, off a step, kicks towards centre wing. Going to land in the further play. Matchovic taps it back over his head. Good work, Zeal. Handball back to teammate there in Matchovic. Now it's at half-forward. Werribee Central's going through Morley. Handball to teammate there in
Robinson, I think.
Robinson, and his kick is out on the full. Good positive work by the forwards there for Bell Post Hill, keeping pressure on the defence.
Well, I think they've used the attitude. I'll come out and have a dip. I think they seem their attitude seems to be a little bit better in this first 3-4 minutes.
So Broughton now with the ensuing free kick out of bounds on the full. He's between wing and half forward outer side, kicks it back in towards the corridor. Good looking kick, Borkman in front, can't take the mark. Spore from behind by Wallace, picked up by Carson. Handball forward, another slick handball to Wallace once again. Handball back again to Robinson. Terrific smother there, but good work there by Bernardo. They've done well, Werribee, to bottle it up, and pressure on the player trying to get the kick away there as the ball now at centre half back. Roland Beck off the left foot. Gee, a little bit lucky. The ball fell to Chug, who was in the open. He looks for Simon Calvert and Luke Luddick. Unfortunately, the kick is a little bit too heavily weighted for them, and it drifts over the boundary line. Not on the full, but it will be thrown in. 4 minutes gone in this third quarter. The ball true centre wing outer side as Robinson and Broughton to do the ruck work for their respective teams. Ball tapped down, picked up by Calvert's, at least it was Gillam, swung off the ball. Handball comes back to Chris Gillam, hooks it around the body, looking for Kennedy. He picks it up, handball finds Jason Festuca. He's 35 metres out, has a pot shot, almost gets the goal, but it's just offline. Jason Festuca, he's second behind. And it's the first score for the quarter for Werribee Central. 6-7-43. They lead Bell Post Hill 1-4-10. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 5 minutes gone.
Simmons kicks it in. Good kick too. Finds Dyer. Takes the mark at half back. Gives it away by hand to Zeal. Then he gets it away by hand to Wells. drill player in. He can go back in board with a short little kick towards Furman. Had it and lost it. Oh, coming through Wallace did well. Carson picks it up in the middle of the ground. Goes to the left foot kick out wide. Looking for the leader Foley. Does so. And finds him. He goes with a right foot kick towards centre half forward. Standing there, Gillum took a good mark. Second grab plays on quickly Montgomery and also Lardick. Lardick should have taken the mark. Kick off the ground by Buck. And it's through for one behind to Werribee Centrals. Heath Buck 3 goals 1. And Werribee go to 6-8-44. They lead Bellpost Hill 1-4-10. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 6 minutes played.
Final score at York Park in Tasmania. St Kilda 14-7-91 defeated Adelaide 10-8-68. As looks like Barbaro does the kicking in for...
Sack him.
Matchovic, I think it was.
Oh, Matchovic, sorry. And the mark taken there by Montgomery. His kick is nearly as bad. Marked by Sean Wells. Handball to Zeal, who's running. Got Adam Wells on half-back flank on his own. Picks the ball up comfortably. Measures the kick towards half-forward. Borkman can't take the mark. Gets a handball out to Dyer. He's almost intercepted by a player coming off Bradfield off the interchange bench. Dyer tries to handball the ball forward for Bellpost Hill. It's on half-forward flank for them. It's in the mud patch. Player tackle without the footy. Play on, said the umpire. And he'll now blow the whistle. So there's a few players going down. O'Malley was at one end and in front of us Borkman. So the heavy ground will take its toll as the day progresses. So the umpire with the football now. Half forward flank for Bellpost Hill, kicking to the northern end. Dyer does the ruck work against Robinson. Robinson gets a tap down. Wallace tries to get through a very heavy pack of players. Can't get clear. And the umpire, no hesitation but to put the whistle on play. And Wallace will hand the ball back to the umpire. Must be 20 players around this ball up at the present moment. And Werribee Central's obviously... packing up to the fence, comes down to Carson, can't pick it up. Zeal does off a step to half forward. Mark almost taken by Baird. Players tackle without the footy. Umpire on blind side of the umpire as Stacks on the mill once again. And the ball will be put in the air at centre half forward for Bellpost Hill. The ball is 40 metres from goal. As the umpire again puts the ball in the air. This time Robinson taps it down. Carson can't break clear. He's tackled to the ground. Ball comes clear. Well, I thought it came clear, but the players keep falling on the football. And the umpire will have a repeat performance. And I guess the umpires will get sick and tired of throwing the ball in the air today because it's very, very congested, very packy. And still 40 metres from goal. Up high, Dyer gets the tap forward for Bellpost Hill. Festuca tries to crash his way through the pack. The ball keeps going slowly, but back towards the middle, picked up by Broughton. A big torpedo. He's got that as going and going and going. Ran through the behind post. So big kick from Tim Broughton. Only behind is the result. 1-5-11 Bellpost Hill. They trail Werribee Central 6-8-44. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 8.5 minutes gone.
So the ball to be kicked in by Corey Wallace for the Centurions. At the northern end of the ground, looking to go to the outer side. Most of the players are across there. He's got Chug short. He elects though to go further afield towards 50. And good mark taken by Robinson, by Festuca. Gets it away by, that was Ross Festuca. Got it away to Beck, then got it back to Ross Festuca. Left foot kick towards half back. McAuliffe's there. Oh, put on a tackle against Carson. Bit high. The umpire says, take the free kick, Carson. He does so. At half back, goes to the right foot kick towards centre wing. Wells, Sean can take the mark uncontested. Had a good game this afternoon, Sean Wells. Hasn't got much to kick to at half forward though. Mostly Werribee Central's players there. Has to wait for a few to double back. Dyer is down there. Borkman as well. Also Simon Connolly. He elects to go to the middle dangerously to Joe Barbaro and also Dyer. It's okay. Finds Dyer in the middle of the ground. Now elects to play on. Goes to the left foot kick. The lead on. Long lead by Allison. Also Connolly. Good punch away by Wallace. Now Connolly to meet it first. Coming at him was Dixon. Wrapped him up. Dropped the footy. And off the leg of Bernardo. And out of bounds for a throw in. Left half forward flank. Bellpost Hill into attack. And the ruck contest for Robinson. And nobody really. Matty Furman in the end goes up and gets the Tapped down, Borkman, wrapped up by Robinson. Now the ball on the bottom of the pack. And at the bottom is Zeal. He'll get up and give the umpire the ball. And we'll have another ball up. Still at half forward for the Panthers. Robinson and nobody. Robinson got it down easily. Fresh air shot by Bradfield. Comes towards Robinson again. Tried to get the handball away. Dyer rides the bump from Borkman, his teammate. Through the middle, Wallace. Wrapped up by Ellis. Not going anywhere. The umpire says play on. Now he will ball it up again. And pick a free kick out.
Paul
Next time, I suspect.
He's got a hit on the hand again now.
So, 30 players around the ball as the umpire throws it in the air. Dyer gets it down to the side. Through the middle, Zeal. Also there, Bradfield. Umpire will come in, ball it up again. How's that song going, Laurie? We've got the second verse.
Bradfield,
Same
Matty
as the
Furman, wrestling for the footy, the two lightest blokes in the field.
So ball up, half forward still, bell post hill. Umpire throws the ball there. Dyer pushes Robinson in the pack. There was still no free kick there. Now a kick out of the pack came from Wallace.
That'll clear it a bit.
Wallace, I think it was, and he kicked it out of bounds on the full. So bell post still with the free kick through Matchovic. He's got the ruckman right next door. I think he wants to put the torpedo into it. He does so. It does so again with a right foot kick towards the pocket. Connolly from behind. Verstuka just got a hand in. Connolly off the ground. Geelong Rangers style.
Hit the post.
Hit the post.
Oh, that would have been a...
Sir Alex Ferguson would have been very happy with that one. Soccer style from the left forward pocket towards the goals. It hit the post. And 3 for 1 behind, so bell post still go to 1-6-12. They trail Werribee Central 6-8-44. Lex Wyndham, third quarter scoreboard, 12 minutes played.
So Wallace, as he's done most of the day, kicked to himself out towards a half-back flank. Adam Wells contests the footy out there and takes player and ball over the boundary line. So it's just outside the 50-metre arc, half-forward flank for Belpost Hill. They've had all the play. Unfortunately, they've only kicked 3 behind so far in the quarter. This time, a tap forward by Robinson, who's doing the ruck work for Werribee Centrals, picked up by Zeal, hooked back into the half-forward area. Mark not taken, players sliding into the footy. Now it's a standing tackle. The player is, I think, Bartolo hands the footy back, but he's surrounded by Werribee Central's defenders as the umpire now 30 metres out puts the ball in the air. Tap forward for Werribee as it comes to Morley. Can he get clear? He does. Kicks the ball, a shocking kick straight over the fence, and I guess wouldn't be happy with that. He'd done all the hard work to get clear. I suppose.
Was Warren Foley leading to the car park then by some mistake or something?
I think his vision was obscured. Kicked it a little wide. So now Warren Foley from half-forward flank stands the mark on half-forward flank for Belpost Hill as Broughton, who's probably one of the best kicks there is, kicks it back in towards the corridor. Big pack of players there. Oh, Chris Gillam went for the mark unattended, took it overhead very comfortably. First grab. Now decides to go wide. Big pack of players out there. Calvert up high. Can't even touch the ball, let alone take the mark. Comes out to Popovsky over the top, but Montgomery's there for Werribee Centrals. Chug descends on the footy. Needs to keep it moving forward if it can. Threw it backwards behind Luke Luddick. Came to an abrupt sliding halt. Unfortunately, couldn't get back to get the footy as it's gone over the boundary line. So a lot of mistakes, a lot of pressure. As the ball now forward of centre for Werribee Centrals as it comes in. Broughton goes on his own for the tap out. Belpost Hill again, get it forward, but a kick off the ground by Werribee Centrals. Gets it back over the centre. Luke Luddick overrun the footy, all thrown out by Matchovic. Not seen by the umpire. Back into the middle. Roland Beck, 1 out against 4. Does well. Keeps the ball going forward. Finally picks it up.
Well.
Now he gets it to half forward. Gee, if he gets clear here, Luke Luddick gets a handball over to Chug. Hooks it forward and a diving mark. Well, thought the umpire wasn't going to pay. It took him a long time to blow the whistle. Finally, it's Kennedy this time, running forward. Accepts a handball, kicks it to full forward. He's back again.
Too strong.
Sean Simmons is trying to tell the umpire that he touched the footy, but in the marking contest, if there's 4 hands up there, the one who brings the ball down will get the mark. And you're right, exactly, Laurie, just physical strength was just far too much. Heath Buck, he's got 3. The man that marks 1 metre from the goal line, but Heath Buck's been put around on a quite an acute angle. He comes around now, hooks it around the body, and I think he might well have kicked his 4th as the goal umpire comes back and signals just that. 4 goals to Luke Luddick. First goal for the quarter from either side and it's to Werribee Centrals in the third quarter, 7-8-50. They lead Bell Post Hill 1-6-12. Next to Wyndham third quarter scoreboard, 15 minutes gone.
Well, what Lee Holiday, what's he off for? Did he have to go to the toilet?
I think he's been doing the ruck work, and they're running the ruck off the boundary.
Maybe he did have to go to the toilet, Laurie. What's wrong with that?
Why else would he be on the damn
No, I
bench
think he actually had to get some tape or something on his arm. I think.
He should be sent half forward, shouldn't he?
Goodness gracious.
Be careful, Laurie. You won't get an invite back for half time if you keep going.
No, they love me here.
The ball is that heavy, the boundary umpire can't pick it up to run it back to the middle.
You only coached here 1 year, Laurie. How can you be liked up here? They gave you the sack.
I know, that doesn't matter. I don't hold grudges.
He's in good at Werribee though.
Yeah, that's true. So back to the middle. Broughton and now Thwaites, who's on the ground replacing Robinson to do the ruck work. Broughton gets it down towards McAuliffe on hands and knees. Tries to get up, gets the handball away. Matty Furman. Wallace is there as well over the top of it now on hands and knees. Handball back to Carson off a step. Right foot kick to half forward. Kazina stood his ground. Should have taken the mark, or the umpire said he did. So he's paid it. The back end of the centre square at half back for the Panthers. Kazina tries to kick it short. It's okay. Finds Adam Wells. How many kicks has he had in this quarter, Laurie?
He's had 3 this quarter.
So Adam Wells
4 for the match.
goes with the right foot kick to centre half forward. Ross Verstuka third in line, good thump away. Roved at the front by Morley. Back only as far though as Simmons, a long way up the ground from fullback. Left foot torpedo punt towards Connolly leading out. Needs to sit and wait. He gets there. He gets off a couple. Handballs it back to Barbaro. Has to get around on his right boot. 40 metres out. Gives it everything he's got. And it's way offline and out of bounds for a boundary thrown in the right forward pocket.
Simon Conley had a bit of steam up going with the footy there.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, that's what he's noted for. I mean, they brought Broughton out from full forward and put him in or in the forward, deep in the forward area, out around the ground. He's getting a fair bit of the footy. It's common sense coaching.
So boundary throw in, right forward pocket. I can't sack you again, Laurie. You're not coaching at the moment.
No, that's true.
Boundary throw in to the side of the pack.
I'm trying to help him.
I know you are. Ball comes clear, sort of, towards Ross Verstuka. Close to the boundary line now it does Morley. This time he likes to kick it along the boundary line instead of over. Only as far as Barbaro. Kick back to whence it came. Goes short towards Holiday. Gives it back to Wells. That was 15. He got it away to Wells. He got tackled. Now he gets it to Alice. He left it behind. Thwaites the big man over the top. His kick's partly smothered. Falls into the arms of Morley. Left foot kick again out wide. 2 on 2. Calvert leads in the race for the football. Can he pick it up? Yes, he can. Handball back inboard to Montgomery. Handball back towards Carson off a step. Left foot kick towards centre wing position. Simmons leads in the race for the footy. Picks it up on centre wing. Goes back high towards half forward. Who's going to mark it? Well, it's those 3 Werribee players. They all miss it. Thwaites, Gillam's there as well. Handballs it backwards towards Ross Verstuka. Under pressure. Now Alice can run away. 50 metres out and closing. Right foot kick back towards Connolly. Can't take it. McAuliffe's there as well. Kick off the ground. Came back. Kicking in. Was it a push in the back or a kicking in danger? One or the other?
Well, it's a bit rough. It's kicking in danger, isn't it?
I think it might have been a push in the back he paid actually to
think
Simon
so.
Connolly.
Yeah, more like it.
So Simon Connolly will shoot for goal from 25 metres out. And he gets up rather gingerly with a bit of an arm injury or a shoulder injury. But a chance to put Bell Post Hill's second goal on the board. So Simon Connolly gets the footy from Alice. And will shoot for goal. Kick one behind this afternoon, Simon Connolly. Moved into the forward line after starting at full back. He comes in now. 25 metres out, directly in front. Deliberate kick. And it looks pretty good.
Right, so that's over the umpy's head.
So Connolly puts his first on the board. And the second for Bell Post Hill, they go to 2-6-18. They trial Werribee Central 7-8-50. Lexa Wyndham third quarter scoreboard. 19.5 minutes have been played.
Yeah, so I guess it was a free kick. It'd have to be a free kick, wouldn't it? I mean, Jason did try and kick it off the ground, but I think there's no other way he could play today other than kick it off the ground.
I think that he might have paid kicking in danger because he probably had his arms over the football when he kicked it.
Yeah.
He dived on it. But the end result is a much needed goal for Belpost Hill. At least they're toughing it out, Laurie, aren't
Well,
they?
this is definitely their best quarter. They're having a go. As I say, they've got Broughton in the ruck. They've got Wells in the middle. So they've got some good players there. And already Wells has had 4 kicks this quarter. So it doesn't look like having an injury, does he?
No. I think your advocation he should be where the ball is probably a pretty fair comment now. He's done all right. As the ball goes up in the middle once again, Thwaites misses the footy, picked up by Broughton, goes towards half forward. Matty Furman in front, takes the chest mark. Ooh, almost 50 there. Jason Festuca was going past. The umpire didn't call play on. So if they'd have collided, it might have been interesting. But Furman hasn't got a lot to kick to. As Werribee have flooded back now into the defensive half. A long kick to full forward, and Wallace, great chest mark with a heavy ball, chips it over the top looking for Chug. He's got Dyer who gets in front of him, almost takes the mark away from him, but great work Chug, tackled Dyer as he was about to kick the footy and forced him to kick it out of bounds on the full. So the turnover goes to Werribee Centrals, deep in the back pocket area, as we await the return of the football. So the ball now back with Wallace once again. Isn't it fortunate, Laurie, when the ball goes out of bounds and these free kicks are available, the best kick seems to be on hand.
Yeah, it's always handy, isn't it?
So Corey Wallace now in the back pocket, told to go back behind the mark, decides to kick long towards half-back for the Werribee side. Punch forward, only as far as Sean Wells. He kicks it forward, looking for a teammate up there. Morley for Werribee Centrals just sees the ball comfortably over the boundary line, and it's come back from whence it's come from that kick. It's now 40 metres from the behind post, half forward flank for Belpost Hill, kicking to the northern end in this third quarter. 22 minutes gone as Werribee defends stoutly. Ball has come to ground. There's a whistle on the play. Player held without the footy is Chris Gillum, and free kick in the back pocket for the Werribee Central side. The lead comes from Simon Calvert. He's almost ends up with the footy. Goodness knows how. He's tackled to the ground, and there's a lot of interference not being paid. And I suppose you can understand the umpires not paying all the Tiggy Touchwood ones, but players not allowed to go for the mark, and in some instances, as was Simon Calvert on that occasion. The ball, half-back flank, Broughton, big punch, doesn't go anywhere for Belpost Hill. Calvert, players diving in over the top, the ball has come out, Matchovic threw it out, picked up by Zeal, gives it to Kazina. He's tackled immediately by Jason Festuca. He wasn't going anywhere. When he lays a tackle Festuca, they stay laid.
It seems to be a game today, a lot of hard work for no reward, doesn't it?
Absolutely. So in front of our broadcast position, well, it's a whistle on play. The umpire has picked a free kick in the ruck contest to Broughton. Broughton now for Belpost Hill, long kick to full forward. Borkman tried to read it off the pack. He's tackled by Dorling and brought to ground. Not going anywhere. Coach gives him a tap on the head, so held the game up at full forward. It's 20 metres out directly in front of the Belpost Hill goal. 23.5 minutes gone. The ball goes in the air. Matty Furman accepts the tap down. On the right foot goes towards the full forward position. Gee, might almost be at league level. AFL, that would have been a free kick because the Werribee Centrals player
trying to put it through the behind.
Tried to put it through the behind. It went over the boundary line out of bounds. They don't pay
Attempts,
do they?
No, that's exactly right, Eric. They would have pinged you for that.
But it's 5 metres from the behind post now. In the attacking area for Belpost Hill. Ball comes in. Well, good body work Holiday there. Can't get a touch on the footy, however, and finally Carson picks it up. Well, he's dispossessed as he's thrown toward the boundary line, and the boundary umpire will save it all because he's put a whistle up to say the ball has crossed the line. So a metre from the behind post now, as players wiping mud off their hands and trying at least to be able to handle the football as it comes in now. Deep in the attacking area, Holiday taps it forward only as far as Carson, off a step, kicks it to half-back flank. Werribee Centrals try to get a handball clear to Chris Gillum, can't do so. Ball, it's outside 50 as Zeal on all fours trying to get hold of the football. Comes out looking for, actually it's Barbaro, picks it up, throws it out towards the boundary. Now the umpire pinged the bell post still player. Who was that? Just had Zeal made no attempt to get rid of the footy. It's underneath him, so Carson takes the free kick long to centre wing. Big pack out there, ball comes to ground, picked up there by Adam Wells once again. His kick is smothered, and off his foot it goes out of bounds for a throw-in. 25 minutes gone, third quarter, 7-8 Werribee. Bell post still 2-6-18.
Boundary throw-in, centre wing on the outer side. Broughton and Thwaites to the ruck contest. Boundary umpire throws it in. Broughton gets it down to the side of the pack. Carson to get there first, close to the boundary line. Happy to see it over. And we'll have a boundary thrown in between wing and half forward. Bell post still just gained a little bit of meterage. So Broughton and Thwaites once again to contest the ruck. Umpire throws the ball in. Broughton just falls at the crucial stage. Thwaites got to the front. Broughton tried to kick it off the ground again. Now over the top of it was Morley. Ball spills free to Carson. Right foot kick high towards half forward. Calvert 1 against 3 did pretty well, and they didn't get the free kick for a high tackle. Dyer running the other way now. Sean Wells handball to Simmons, sits and waits for it. Shouldn't have. Now can he pick it up? He can, and then he falls over, and then he gets up, and then he kicks it high and long towards full forward. Getting back there for Stuka. Can't take the mark, but he can get the free kick.
Different umpire, same circumstances. Calvert didn't get a free kick.
Verstuka got it away to Carson. Picked it up on half-back flank. Left foot kick around the corner towards centre wing. It's okay. 2 finds Kennedy. Kennedy takes the mark. Drills the ball towards half-forward. Luddick on a long lead in front of Poposky. Worked him over the ball. And then the football wouldn't stay in. And it's out of bounds for a throw-in.
Luke Luddick done a hammy?
Limping. I don't know whether he's done a hammy. He might have... he's twinged something, I'd say.
So a boundary throw in, half forward flank, Werribee into attack, outer side of the ground. Boundary contest, Broughton by himself. Zeal got a kick out of the pack, but only as far as Carson, who's having a purple patch at the moment. Right foot kick towards the lead of Ross Verstuka up, goes up, can't take the mark. Off hands, Verstuka's second effort was pretty good though, he's over the top of it, and we'll get a free kick for over the shoulder.
8 kicks, Paul Carson this quarter, Jason, so you're right on the money.
So Verstuka. This is Ross, 50 metres out from goal, goes with a left foot kick towards the 10 metre square. Bell post still with the numbers, Simmons takes it easily. And we'll try and drive it out of defence. He chips the ball over the top. Oh, dangerous over the head of Barbaro. Didn't work back hard enough now for Kennedy does. And picks it up, he drills it back towards centre half forward or the half forward flank, and Montgomery takes the mark. Still 50 out from goal, Buck gave him a lead, but he fell over at the crucial stage when he was going to kick the footy. Luddick gives him a lead into the pocket. He elects though to just pop it up towards the 10 metre square. Packed there for Stuka up from behind. Off hands at the back. Kick away quickly. Carson 1-on-1 with Poposky. Carson did well. Gets around right, then left. Now measures it. Balanced kick. Left foot towards the 10 metre square. Oh, Sean Wells did well. Should have taken the mark in the end. He worked pretty hard to get it. Now Gillum wrapped up. Tries to get free. Ball spills free. Comes towards Montgomery, got it to Chug, handballed it backwards towards Kennedy, outside 50 now, coming the other way was Bartolo as the siren sounds for 3/4 time, and Werribee at 3/4 time, 7-8-50 they lead, Bell Post Hill 2-6-18 in that third term. Bell Post Hill managed 1 goal 3, Werribee Central's managed 1 goal 2, and it's 32 points of difference at the final break. The goal kickers are Werribee, 4 to Heath Buck, 2 to Luke Luddick and 1 to Corey Wallace, while for Bell Post Hill singles to Simon Connolly and to Matt Furman. 32 points of difference at the final change. Werribee 7-8-50, they lead Bell Post Hill 2-6-18. We'll take a break back with the final quarter action of our Matchday live coverage this afternoon on 94.7 The Pulse, your home of local football.